calling this the one essential. The one essential thing now is our relationship with Jesus Christ, our personal one-on-one relationship, drawing close to Jesus. We can't do anything about what's happening. It's happening. So where do we have to be? And I know I've said this in many videos, but I'll keep saying it because the focus doesn't seem to be there. The interest is not there. Drawing close to Jesus, being in his heart, actually living in his heart, living in his divine will. That's the essential, and it's a gift. We have to ask for it, and it will bring incredible peace. I found myself listening to a video this morning. Whether it was true or not didn't matter. It upset me terribly. It took away my peace completely, and I walked away from it. Maybe I should have listened to it in the first place, but I didn't really know. And that's what we have to do. We have to walk away from whatever takes away our peace. I don't know. There seems to be so much agitation and tenseness, and I think it's because people aren't at peace. How are we going to get that? Drawing near to Jesus. Jesus has to be with us the whole day, not just part of the day. When you go for a walk, take Jesus with you. When you go to work, take Jesus with you. When you have a meal, invite Jesus to sit down and have a meal with you. Literally. Meals were very important in his time. Not like they are now. They're very casual now, and a lot of fast food. People get a hamburger through a drive-through and they consider that a meal. No. Meals were ceremony, and people, when they invited you to their home for a meal, that was a great honor. So invite Jesus to a meal. Show him that you honor him. And they even had a tradition, um, not then, but I mean later, that people would leave an empty place for Jesus at their table. You know, they would set a place for him because he was the honored guest. And yes, Jesus needs to be the honored guest in everything that we do. Um, think about his passion. That's a very good way to draw near to Jesus because you will be filled with gratitude when you reflect on the fact, number one, that he became one of us, the Almighty God who made the heavens and the earth, who made all the stars and knows them by name, became a little baby, became us, one of us, a mortal, a human. Okay, he took on flesh to be like us. Okay, there's always the dual nature, always divine and human. There are anyone who says there's either one's not there or is a heretic, is a liar. Okay, but because of this, he showed incredible love for us. And then not only did he become an infant, he suffered and endured everything that we do, except he said he was tempted though, but he never could ever possibly sin in a million years. But he knew what temptation was. He knew what it was to cry. He knew what it was to be rejected, to be hurt, to to go to fast. He fasted, so he knew what hunger was. He knew what thirst was. He knew all the things, and he became one of us so that he could know these things. Then he shed every drop of blood for us. One drop would have been sufficient to redeem all humanity. Humanity, every drop. He suffered wounds for us in his side, in his feet, his hands, in his head with the crown of thorns. And he endured terrible humiliations and being spat upon and lashed to the point where he became like an open sore for love of us. Think about these things. Think about them often, and you will want to draw near to Jesus. But it's so essential now. We don't have time. Look at the today's going faster than yesterday. We don't have time to be worried about everything else. We really don't. If we're gonna make it through, we gotta focus on our one-on-one relationship with Jesus. Get on the rock. Get into his heart and don't ever leave.